she's not on the show. So I'm really excited and happy because it became a little toxic. For me, I haven't really watched in a couple of years. Like I may watch a scene or two if I know something is going on that I want to see. Like if I'm on there, I do want to see how they're going to cut and paste if I do an appearance. But other than that, I don't really watch because it's just too much. It's just too much negativity.
Oh my goodness! You guys are not gonna believe the tea I have for you today. Melody Shari has always had the most incredible support system around her. But nobody, and I mean nobody, has been more fiercely protective than her brother, Marcus Minnifield. This man has proven time and time again that when it comes to his sister, he is not afraid to call people out, especially those who have wronged her. Their bond? It runs so deep, you guys. He has never hesitated to step up when Melody needed him the most. But now, things have taken such a dramatic turn. After staying quiet for so long, Marcus is finally breaking his silence, and what he just revealed has left fans absolutely stunned. He's calling out Destiny Payton, and trust me when I say there is no coming back from this. For those who've been following Love and Marriage Huntsville, Destiny's history with Melody is no secret. These two went from being the closest of friends to the bitterest of enemies, with years of tension and shady moments building up between them. Destiny has been accused of being completely disloyal, stirring up so much drama, and even playing both sides when it came to Melody and Martell Holt's incredibly messy divorce. But whatever she thought she was getting away with, Marcus has had enough, and now he's putting everything on the table.
Like I said, it became a little toxic, and one thing that I will say about the show is when Melody and I would do a scene, we're having fun, laughing, cutting up. Just always remember that none of that is what you guys really saw. All of that was always cut. Like the last scene I'm gonna just talk about that I did with her. We had a long conversation in the kitchen, cooking, eating, laughing, cutting up. And when you watched, people kept asking me, why you not saying anything? I'm like, I was talking, but only thing they showed was her doing the talking. They never showed where we were engaged. And that's the problem that I always had. I was like, y'all, give us a chance to warm up. Because you look, I'm not on a show every week. So when I pop in, I need to warm up to get comfortable. And so I was always like, give me a few minutes so we can just let me warm up and then let us start having our conversation and doing whatever. Then y'all grab it. But they would never do it that way. They would never show us engaged in fun times, having fun. It always was some drama. Ask this question, find out about this. And I'm like, I'm not even interested. I'll talk about that another day too, because I'm going to break it down eventually about how this stuff rolls.
For such a long time, Marcus stayed quiet, letting Melody handle her own battles. He watched as Destiny went from being one of Melody's absolute closest friends to someone who constantly stirred the pot. And while Melody tried to keep things civil, Marcus could see what was really going on. Des wasn't just distant, she was playing both sides. The tension between Melody and Destiny didn't happen overnight. At one point, they had such a tight bond, with Melody even helping Destiny when she was going through her own divorce. But as soon as Melody's marriage with Martell Holt fell apart, things between them started to shift dramatically. Instead of supporting Melody, Destiny kept in suspiciously close contact with Martell, and people started questioning where her loyalty really stood. Marcus saw it all. The comments, the little digs Des would make whenever Melody wasn't around, and the way she seemed to insert herself into drama that had nothing to do with her. There were whispers behind the scenes that Destiny had been feeding information to Martell, making it so much harder for Melody to move on from the chaos of their divorce. And if that wasn't bad enough, there were also claims that Destiny had been talking about Melody behind her back, pretending to be the victim while stirring up more drama in the group. Marcus was absolutely furious. He had watched Melody extend grace to Destiny time and time again, only for Destiny to turn around and throw shade. Even when Melody started pulling back from the friendship, Destiny kept finding ways to take jabs, whether it was in interviews, on social media, or in conversations with the other cast members. Marcus kept his cool for as long as he possibly could, but the final straw had been pulled. Destiny had crossed the line too many times, and now Marcus wasn't holding back anymore. And then it happened. Marcus let loose, and let me tell you, Destiny was not ready for what was coming next.
Because it's just too much to even listen to all of the stuff that people have to say, and some is negative and mostly positive, but the negative stuff, you know, that stuff can have an effect on you when it's your family. You know how it have an effect on you guys, and you guys are millimeters. So imagine how it is when you're a family member and you hear certain things. It's like that stuff can set you off.
Marcus had kept quiet for way too long, but once he started talking, he didn't hold anything back. He called out Destiny for the way she had treated Melody, exposing her for being a completely fake friend and someone who had been working against Melody instead of supporting her. He made it crystal clear that he had been paying attention to everything, and he wasn't here for the games anymore. His words weren't just out of anger, it was disappointment, frustration, and years of built-up emotions coming out all at once. Marcus didn't just address the past. He let everyone know that Destiny's behavior was a pattern. He brought up how she played the victim every single time she got called out, how she twisted the narrative to make herself look innocent, and how she had a history of stirring up drama only to act completely clueless when it all blew up. People in the love and marriage Huntsville circle had been side-eyeing Destiny for a while, but Marcus saying it out loud made it all the more real. He wasn't just speaking for Melody, he was speaking for everyone who had seen Destiny's behavior and stayed silent. Destiny tried to clap back, but the damage was already done. Marcus had pulled the curtain back, and now there was no hiding from the truth. But here's the thing, this wasn't just about Destiny. Marcus's words revealed something much deeper about Melody's journey and the battle she's been fighting behind closed doors.
She just means so much to me because of what she did for allowing me to get that, have that space. So, going back to television, Love and Marriage Huntsville. I remember when my sister was talking about doing a show, which was not really Love and Marriage Huntsville, it was about home building and all that. And always, I was like, go for it, do it. Because I know that if she put her mind to something, it's gonna happen.
For years, Melody has been dealing with betrayal, not just from Martell, but from people she once considered family and friends. The divorce was already painful enough, but what made it so much worse was the way certain people in her life, people like Destiny, chose to side with Martell or keep stirring up drama when all Melody wanted was peace. She's had to rebuild herself from the ground up, navigate single motherhood, run multiple businesses, and protect her peace in an environment that seemed determined to tear her down. Marcus stepping in wasn't just about checking Destiny, it was about reminding everyone that Melody isn't alone. He's always been her protector, and watching Destiny manipulate situations, spread rumors, and play the victim was the last straw. This moment was a wake-up call, not just for Destiny, but for everyone who thought they could keep undermining Melody without consequences. And let's be real, this isn't just a reality TV storyline. It's a reflection of what happens when strong women try to break free from toxic situations. Melody chose herself, and in doing so, she exposed the people who were never really in her corner to begin with. Marcus speaking out highlighted how exhausting it's been for her, constantly having to defend herself while those who hurt her pretend to be the victims. This moment was a turning point. Marcus wasn't just airing out drama, he was drawing a line in the sand. He made it clear that Melody's not fighting this battle alone anymore. And for Destiny, this wasn't just about being exposed, it was about losing any credibility she had left. After Marcus's explosive rant, the fallout was immediate. Fans were already side-eyeing Destiny, but now the internet was on fire. Viewers flooded social media, calling Destiny out for her behavior and questioning why she was still on Love and Marriage Huntsville in the first place. One person commented saying, "Someone had to say it. Destiny has been shady for so long, and it's about time Marcus called her out. She thought she could keep playing both sides and get away with it." Another one wrote, Destiny has been the queen of deflection. Every time she's confronted, she flips the script and plays the victim. She can't keep getting away with it. So many people pointed out that she had been messy for a while, always deflecting when confronted and playing the victim when things didn't go her way. Some of the cast had already distanced themselves from her, and after this, it seemed like there was no coming back. As for Destiny's response, at first, she tried to fight back. She went on social media dropping vague posts, trying to make it seem like she was the real victim in all of this. But the damage was already done. The more she tried to spin the narrative, the worse it looked. And when the fans weren't buying it, she started going silent. Now the big question is, what does this mean for her future on Love and Marriage Huntsville? Because let's be real, if she was already on thin ice before, Marcus just shattered whatever was left of it.
Well, Melody, I do appreciate you for the opportunity. Thank you for opening up this door, for getting us, where we are, getting us known. Because I know a lot of people using now, they go on game shows and stuff and they, let people know, I'm from Love and Marriage Huntsville. However, had it not been for that opportunity given to you, Melody.
So where does this leave Melody? If there's one thing we know, it's that she always rises from the ashes. But this time, things might never be the same again. After Marcus's explosive takedown of Destiny, Melody has been moving differently. She's never been the type to dwell on negativity, but that doesn't mean she's not paying attention. If anything, this situation has confirmed something she suspected for a while. Some people were never truly on her side. Sources close to Melody say she isn't surprised by how Destiny has acted, but Marcus stepping in made her realize just how much this situation has affected those closest to her. She's always been the one standing strong, fighting her battles alone, but now she sees that her brother has been holding in his frustration for a long time. Marcus has always been protective, but this moment proved that he's been watching everything unfold and waiting for the right time to speak out. As for Melody's next move, don't expect her to get caught up in any back and forth. If anything, this situation has only motivated her to focus on herself and her businesses. She's been expanding her empire, from her skincare line to her real estate ventures, and she's been making moves that don't involve the drama of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Some fans even wonder if this situation will push her to step back from the show altogether. After all, Melody has made it clear that she's not here for unnecessary toxicity. But will she respond? That's the big question. Melody isn't one to let things slide, but she also knows when to walk away. If she does say something, it'll likely be on her own terms, in a way that leaves no room for confusion. One thing's for sure, she's not going to let this situation drag her down. If anything, it's just another reminder of why she had to cut certain people off in the first place. One thing's for sure, Destiny just got a reality check and Marcus made sure of that. But is this truly the end of her time on the show? Or is there more drama waiting to unfold? Let's be honest, Destiny's reputation was already shaky before Marcus spoke out. Fans have been calling her out for being messy, stirring up drama, and constantly playing the victim. But after this, it's hard to see how she bounces back. Even if she tries to defend herself, the damage has been done. The fans are over it, the cast is moving on, and it seems like Destiny is quickly becoming irrelevant. But what do y'all think? Was Marcus justified in calling Destiny out? Do you think this is the final nail in the coffin for Destiny? Or will she find a way to spin the situation? Let's talk about it in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on the latest celebrity tea.